Hello and welcome to another day of spiritual talks that I do. Today we have God, and He has particularly said in my previous video that I did. If you haven't seen it, you must go and see it, because I thought it was particularly very special, and I'll put the link up here at the end of the video so that you can go to that video and see it. But he actually said that he's going to be predominantly coming through now, and so obviously he will be happy to have other people come through at times, but I think it's mainly going to be God from now on. So we'll see as the days unfold as to what he is doing and how he wishes to do things. So before we go to God, I just want to say, don't forget to subscribe and press that little bell so that you can always be notified of any videos that I post, and you can keep up to speed with this journey. So without further ado, let's go to God and see what he wishes to say. He says that he is very happy about the videos that we're doing, and he finds it rather exciting and wants to do many more through this medium. He's saying that that when Jesus was alive, this wasn't an opportunity for him. He couldn't speak to many people through the means of a video. He would have to speak to Jesus, and then allow Jesus to spread the word, and hopefully as many people would get to hear his word. But now he feels a lot more positive about the opportunity to use video equipment and to use platforms like YouTube, and he is saying to me that he has already asked me to expand on what I'm doing, and in due course I will be doing a podcast and I will be inviting people to come on the podcast and speak about their connections and how they connect to some interesting people in the kingdom of light. And he's saying that he is really excited about this new way of working and the new way that he feels that he can reach people and connect, almost like he wants to connect people together. He says that he thinks long and hard about this work and how we can improve things, and he feels that the media is the way forward in what I'm doing. And so he says that he's very pleased with the media solution that we are working with. He says many times when he is pondering over how to do things, he will have a discussion with somebody in his world, and that discussion can sometimes be with Mother Mary or Jesus or numerous other people that he goes to. And he says he wants to talk about Mother Mary and his friendship with Mother Mary. And he says that one of the things that he feels very positive about with Mother Mary is that when he goes to her, she will always listen very, very carefully to his words and what he is talking about. And she will sometimes take a little while to digest what he is saying and come back to him, but sometimes she will immediately answer him. And he feels that his relationship with Mother Mary is so important to him that he feels that he would struggle to do the work that he does for the benefit of all of us if he didn't have Mother Mary by his side. He is proud to say that she is one of his closest friends in the kingdom of light, and feels that sort of congratulation towards her, or that celebration towards her, is so important. And he's talking about the month of May, and he's aware that for many people who are Christians will be celebrating the month of May with regards to Mother Mary. And he feels that the reason why he wanted to share his friendship with Mother Mary is because he knows that people will be perhaps interested in his relationship with Mother Mary and how he has such a close friendship, because people are particularly thinking about Mother Mary in this poignant month of May. He also wants to say that when he thinks about what he wants to do in our world, it's not only Mother Mary that he will talk to. He has like a long list of people that he will go to and seek their advice and seek their opinion on certain things. And he feels very blessed to have a lot of wisdom around him, and a lot of people who will always be ready and willing to give an honest opinion and help him in his decision making. And he says ultimately, though, he is the one that always has to make the end decision. The last resort is always with him. And he's saying to me that he feels very blessed to have a lot of all these friendships around him and all these people around him, because he feels that if he didn't have them, then life would be very lonely for him. And he says that, like you, he feels that he needs friendship and he needs people that love him and that he can love, that are close around him. He hopes that one day when Gail arrives in his world, he would like to offer her a position close to him in heaven. And he's saying that he already has put into thought much of what he wishes to do when she comes to heaven, for he feels that she is also a dear friend of his, and he is very proud of the work that she does and the work that she is always willing to do to help mankind and help him and also all of his friends that are in his kingdom of light. And he says that he's saying he holds me in high regard, and the reason why he holds me in high regard is because he feels that, first of all, that I am trustworthy, and he also feels that I am honest, and he also feels that I have integrity, and that I always wish to help him wherever I can. And for this reason, he says, this is why I have chosen Gail to come and do this work, and to come and talk to you and come and show you that there is a way forward in your lives that I can help you with, but also that a way forward that he is willing to show us that can be of benefit to our souls and our spirit, and of benefit to us moving forward throughout many lifetimes. Because he says that if we are prepared to listen to his wisdom and listen to his knowledge, then we can only learn from his words, and only learn exactly what he wishes for all of us to understand. ultimately, he says that he feels that when he looks at his world is full of love and full of compassion and full of care, and he wants the same to exist on our world. And he's hoping that through these videos and through this communication and moving forward with the work that he will be doing with myself, he's saying that he hopes that love and that compassion that he has in his world will be the same here, and that more people will honour what is required of them and what is needed of them in order to eventually arrive in his kingdom and be close to him. He feels very proud of mankind because he says that a lot of people that are on our earth plane, he says when he looks at them, he says that they have struggled through their lives and had many difficulties through their lives, but ultimately they have succeeded and come to a position of knowledge and understanding of life, and are able to share their compassion and love, and they are good people. But he says that when we look at the difficult people, the people that aren't so good, they are the people that perhaps haven't grown as much, but he feels also that they're more in the minority than the majority. He absolutely feels that the majority of people are living with love in their hearts and living with compassion for mankind, and are looking to help one another and be good to one another. And he says that this is what he wants for as many people as he can gather together to help be of that nature and be of that way. He's saying that if he could he says if he could wave a magic wand and say, give us those attributes and those skills, he says he would. But he says, alas, this is something that you have to learn. You have to grow within yourself. You have to become the person that you need to become. And he says, with that, I have given you free will. I have absolutely given you free will and enabled you to do whatever you need to do in your lives. And he says that I choose not to take that free will away from you, because it is of my opinion that if your free will is tampered with, then you would not learn the lessons that you need to learn, because your growth has to come from in here, in your heart, and your ability to always be good and be loving has to come from within here, because he says if it doesn't, then you're effectively become a robot. You're being conditioned, and he says that's not what I want for you. He says what he wants is absolutely for you to, with your free will, be that person and be that compassionate person, be that loving person. He's hoping that you enjoy the videos and that you continue to watch, because he has many plans for future videos and what he wants to say, and he's rather excited about all the things that he wants to talk about, and he's looking forward to communicating again tomorrow, and he's thanking you for listening, and he's bowing my head and raising my hands, and he's saying, I have to thank all of mankind for their dedication and their hard work that they have committed to their souls and given themselves the growth and the love and the nurturing, not only to themselves but to others. It is my wish that as many people as possible can also reach those heights of an ability of compassion and love for all of mankind, and that the mankind will always be of a good nature and loving and desirable to all others. Amen. And so it's always slightly embarrassing when God comes forward and sort of talks about my nature, because it's not something that I would normally do. But I have, I'm in the moment and I just have to say it. And I'm thinking at the time, can I say this? But anyway, this was God's words. This wasn't mine, and this is something that he wanted to talk about. I think it's really lovely conversation that he's having, because it shows his love and his compassion for mankind. Not only what his wish is, but it shows who he is, which is lovely. So thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.